Okay, so happy Friday, everybody. We're working with openness, open hands, open heart this morning, and spreading your wings to fly. So I chose an Archangel card. I'm going to bring it up to the camera so you can see it. Spread your wings. So there's a huge angel there with wings outspread. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that this morning. So it's Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. So that's our angel card this morning. So we'll see if we can soar in our yoga practice. We'll start with grounding. It's a good place to start. If you're going to soar, you need to take off from the ground. So we'll tune into the earth and get ourselves present. Allow our crown chakra to open. Let your higher self filter right into your body. Bring your hands into your favorite mudra. If you want to focus on unity, bring your index fingernail into your thumb and extend the other fingers. Turning palms up is more spiritual, open. Turning palms down is for grounding. So you choose which direction you want your hands to, your palms to face. If you want to focus more with the mudra on intuition, you can bring your second finger and your long finger into your thumb and spread your fingers out, extend them. And then just extend your arms, lift in your spine, press down in your hips. And we'll close our eyes for a few breaths. Just coming in. It's the end of the week, the start of the weekend. Feeling free. Just kind of collect yourself. Begin to focus on your breathing. Notice if your inhales are longer than your exhale or vice versa, or maybe they're balanced. It's all good. Never any judgment in yoga of yourself or others. Sometimes that's hard to remember. But we start it here and take it out into the world with us. No judgment. Judgment is a closing down, and we're opening up and spreading our wings today. Notice your nervous system. Sometimes we get jittery. Sometimes the energies are going in such a way that it impacts our nervous system without even doing anything. And if you're a receptive type person, you might be more aware of those feelings, those energies. And then bring your awareness into your body and notice your sensations. What's going on in your body? Are you lifting just a wee bit in your shoulders, tensing up in low back or hips? What do you notice going on in your body? It may feel free already and open, just checking in. Again, no judgment. All right. So we'll set our intention of opening, spreading our wings to soar, opening our hands. Hands are our expression. We are the hands of God. We're in form, so we can create with our hands, allowing spirit to flow through us. So if you would, just bring palms into Anjali Mudra, prayer hands, and we'll lift up to the heavens, reach as you breathe your deep breath. Open out as though your wings are spreading out, letting them relax down as you exhale. Make your exhale a little longer, double actually of your inhale. For the purpose of a relaxing breath, cleansing. Open your hands. They're the wingtips. Let the air circulate through your fingers. Just notice how that feels. Two more rounds. And last time. Now, just as a little experiment, bring your arms in. You can cross them over your chest, but just kind of pull in on yourself. Let your chin come down to your chest. You can open your upper back if you want. That's a good benefit from this part of the exercise. But feel yourself curling in on yourself a little bit, rounding your back, and just closing in. Make a soft fist and notice how you feel. It's all good. It's just we're working on the feeling of open and free this morning. So we're going to roll up in our spine, bring your chin parallel to the floor, and then open your arms out to the side. Open your hands. Take your arms back a little bit, letting your heart open, your heart chakra at the sternum, your high heart in your chest. Maybe lift your chin a little bit, looking upwards, and notice how you feel. And then just relax your arms down. Back in the 70s, my ballet teacher told me it's impossible to feel closed if you have your arms out and open. In ballet, you're in second position, but just see what you noticed during your practice this morning as we focus into opening and freeing ourselves, letting dross, the debris that accumulates a little bit from working through issues, psychological, psychic, emotional. It's called dross, and we need to clear that on a regular basis. So just let your hands rest on your knees. We'll come into our snake sway, just starting at your hips and rolling through your spine, loosening. Like seaweed in the ocean, rolling side to side, sway. And we'll bring it into circles. So just lean forward, circle around, hold on to your knees as you go to the back, lift your heart up, reach, taking a breath and circle around. Exhale as you come forward if that feels natural for you. Breathe and move with your breath. The breath leads in yoga. It's one difference between regular exercise and yoga breathing, yoga practice. Reverse your circles. Let your body move freely. And then the next time you come forward, just roll up and we'll shake out our legs. Just let your legs out to be free, opening those wings. Shake out your knees, pat them on the floor. Some windshield wipers and circle in your ankles. Warming them up. Reverse. And flex. Press the back of your legs into the mat. Tilt your hip bones so they're forward and press down in your palms. Lift your sternum, your ribs. Let your shoulder blades come down, coming into Dandasana, staff pose. Lift in your crown. And just a couple of breaths coming into a forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Breathe, arms up overhead. This won't be your maximum stretch, so just hinge forward wherever your body will go as you're warming up. And scoop your fingertips forward. Use your arms to lift you up. Open your shoulders. Lift your chest. Stretch your diaphragm. Bring your palms down. Squeeze your shoulder blades a little closer together. And lift your ribs, stretching the front of your body. Press through your heels. Lift your chin. Open your throat chakra. Creative expression. Speaking your truth. Boldly, freely. Wow, what would that be like? Come back to center and breathe your wings up. Exhale forward. Hinge in your hips, coming down over your legs. Hold and reach forward from your hips through your fingertips. Lengthen in your spine. And then scoop your fingertips forward and up. Use your arms, lifting up. And exhale your arms down. Okay, to warm up a little bit more, we'll work with some leg lifts. So just come down onto your back. We do 21 in the 5 Tibetans. So I'll do 21 if you want to stop before that. Listen to your body, but give yourself sufficient challenge. Okay, so hands under your hips to protect your low back. Just inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale them down. Go your own pace. A little bit more. One more. And just let your legs come up. A little drainage. While we're here, just press your back into the mat. You can leave your arms wherever it's comfortable, but take your heels, turn them out, and press your big toes together. And then bring your heels together, toes out. So just going back and forth, toes in, toes out. Okay. With your legs just straight up or wherever they will go, just let them open out to the side. A passive stretch. It's kind of nice in the morning. Let them open. Breathe. Now a few crisscrosses. Just a few, loosening in our hip joints. What's happening with your core right now? Do you feel it? Are you relaxing your neck and jaw? How is that going? All right. Now, just bring the soles of your feet together and reach for your ankles or your feet. Bring them in. Hold the outside edge of your foot and come into happy baby. Just rocking side to side. Knees are bent. Okay, we gotta watch out for debris over here. Clear your space, right? Side to side. Your knees will keep you from going all the way over. Notice your hip joints and your hip flexors. Low back. And then bring the soles of your feet together and just draw your feet up towards the top of your head. Bring your head up and look through the space that your legs create, that opening there. And then let your back down onto the floor. Hold on to the inside of your leg or ankles or your calves, whatever you can reach, and then stretch your legs out. Flex your feet. You'll get a nice stretch on the backs of your legs. And then draw them back in. Bend your knees, draw them into your chest, lift your head, all curled in. And then roll down, stretch your legs out, arms overhead, and just stretch. Draw your low back down, but reach through your fingertips. Open your shoulder joints, reaching. Take in your breath for a yoga sit-up. Hold the breath for just a moment. Bring your arms to your body, palms above your thighs. Bring your chin onto your chest. Exhale, roll up. And just come forward over your legs. And start again with your tailbone rolling down. Each piece of your spine, low back, really stretch it out as you roll down. Inhale, arms overhead. Hold the breath. Immediately bring your arms above your body, chin on your chest. Exhale as you roll up. We'll do one more. And stretch over your legs. And last time. Roll under. Stretch your back. Let it melt onto the floor. Take your time. Inhale, arms overhead. Hold your breath. Bring your arms, palms above your thighs, chin on your chest. Start your exhale. Roll up. All right. Pause for a moment. And just bend your knees. So knees are vertical. Feet are just mat width apart, palms behind you, and take your legs, your knees side to side. And bring your feet in just hip width. Palms under your shoulders. We'll come into the reverse table or desk pose. Open your hands. Press down in hands and feet and lift your hips. Lengthen. Breathe. Now press both feet down into the earth. Now shift the weight over to your right foot and lift your left leg up. Bend your knee and then stretch it up. Reach. Keep your hips up. And lower down. Other side. Breathe. Lift your knee. Stretch it up. Reach. And down. And let your hips come down. Into easy pose. Shoulders circle around, loosening up. Reverse. All right. Bring your arms out to the side. Your wings are open. You can open your fingers. Move them a little bit. Bring the energy down into your hands, fingers. And then bend your elbows with your upper arms parallel to the floor as much as possible, fingertips to the sky. Take in your breath and draw your shoulder blades together, open, press elbows back, keep arms aligned, squeeze. Now isometrically, as though someone's trying to keep you from bringing your arms in, just bring your forearms together in front of your body, but resist as though isometric. Press your palms, elbows together. Inhale and open. Squeeze, contract the muscles in your upper back. Lift your heart. And then let your arms just melt down, floating down behind you. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, and just lift your arms up. Press your head back, releasing any tension that might be stuck in your shoulders, the back of your neck. Stretch your jaw up to the sky. And release, and then bring arms up overhead. Breathe. Interlace fingers, just a stretch. Reaching your palms up, pressing your arms back, opening shoulders a little bit more, and turning side to side, just using the muscles in your torso. Come back to center, reach up once again. Release your hands, turn to your left, and lower your arms. Right hand on your left knee, left hand behind you for your twist. Reach up through your crown. Use your arms for leverage. Breathe up through your crown. Exhale and press into your twist. Look over your shoulder. Free up your spine. Squeeze out tension, toxins, dross. Holding your twist, turn your head forward, looking over your right shoulder. Stretch. Return your head into your twist. Press down in your sitting bones. Release your arms. Lift them up overhead. Keep lifting them up. Reach, lean back a little bit, and just switch your feet. Turn your torso to your right. Breathe and reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down for your twist. Excuse me, sorry. Reach up through your crown. Lift your heart center. Everything is stretching up, elongating here, freeing up those discs in your spine. Give them space so your energy can flow. Take in your breath, reach up through your crown. And exhale into your twist. Use your arms and relax your spine. Let it twist. Wring out tension like a wash rag in the shower. And turn your head to the front. Look over your shoulder. Keep your twist. And then turn your head back into your twist. Press down in your sitting bones. Lift, breathe, arms up overhead. And a stretch forward. Just reach out. Spider walk your fingers forward, stretching in your hips. And then coming in. And just lift your legs, take them around to the side. Come into table pose. And just a few cat stretches. Cats are so simple, but they feel so good. So just lengthen in your spine. Be sure your neck is nice and long, no wrinkles there. Take in your breath. Spread out your fingers nice and wide. Press the inside of your knuckles down. Take in your breath. Neutral spine. Exhale, draw your core muscles up. Let that lift you into your rounded cat. Exhale, chin to your chest. Inhale. Lift your tailbone, your chin, and arch. Exhale down. Reach up through your spine and move through each piece, each segment of your spine. And once more, each direction. Rounded cat, exhale. Draw your core up and in. Inhale. Lift your tailbone and your chin. Arch. Arching cat. All right. This next one is one we haven't done in a long time. Maybe some of you have never done it. But we're going to come down onto our forearms. Stretch your legs out behind you. You can let your hips down. The tops of your feet are on the floor. So what we're going to do is a lift. We'll press down in our forearms and inhale as we lift our hips up. We're just on the tops of our feet. So it looks like this. Lift and look towards your feet and then lower back down. I'll turn to the side so you can see it from the side view. So you press your hips down, engage your legs, press your feet down, inhale and lift your hips up. So where are you feeling this? Inhale, lift. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Hold, 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 breathe, and lower down. Bring your elbows out. Bring your hands and elbows in line. Let your body down into crocodile so your chest does not come down, your ribs are. but overlap your arms and rest your head on your arms. Turn your heels out, toes touch, big toes touching. Relax the thighs. Now bend your knees. Bring your arms around to the back. Reach for your feet or ankles and stretch your thighs. Bring your heels close to your hips, lengthen in your spine so nose is pointing to the mat. And press your knees up towards the ceiling. Just a little bit so that you stretch in your thighs. Now let your legs out, but don't bring them onto the floor. Press in your pubic triangle down, let your arms out to the side and fly. Open your hands, lift your chest, and bend your knees. Hold on to your legs. Relax your belly. Stretch your thighs. Bring them in. All right, again, let go of your feet. Lengthen in your legs. Lift your chest. Open your arms, spread your wings, and fly. Lift up a little higher. All right, bring your palms under your shoulders, let your legs down, and press up into a cobra. Lower down. It's our first one, so now use your back to lift you as far as you can. And then let your arms take over, pressing you. Lengthen out and lift into your cobra. And pull back into child's pose. And relax. Let it all go. Arms next to your sides, thumbs by your feet and palms up, head on the floor. If possible, if you need to, you can use your arms for a pillow. All right. And reach your arms forward. We'll work towards our downward facing dog. Stretch your shoulders out. Lift your hips, slide your hands forward. Come into a puppy stretch. And then lift up. Palms are still extended. Turn your toes under and lift for your down dog. Stretch those legs, press your heels down. Take your hips side to side. Head remains in between your arms. Draw your shoulders towards your knees. Your tailbone, your hips rotate upwards. Now come forward into a plank briefly. Pull back into your down dog. Lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Reach. Bend your knee. Shoulders remain forward facing the mat, but open your hips.
Lift that leg up, stretching your psoas. And bring it down. Other leg. Lift. Bend your knee and open the hip. And release back into down dog. Walk your feet in and lower your hips for some hip openers. Just separate your feet. Hands on the floor in between your legs. And take one leg out to the side. Press the knee back. Great hip openers. Other side. And just back and forth a few times. Breathe. Use your pranayama. Direct the breath into your hip joints and hip flexors. And then get into alignment for malasana, garland pose. Bring palms together. Press the knees open and draw your thumbs towards your heart chakra. Lift in your crown. Now just bring your fingertips down. Lift your hips, separate your feet a little wider. Toes out maybe 45 degrees. Ground your feet into the earth and take your arms out to the side. So your torso is parallel to the floor. Engage your legs. Press down in your feet and lift the crown. And come up into five-pointed star. You can bring your arms up a little higher. You make an X. X marks the spot. Give a little wiggle to your hips. Turn your heels in a little bit more. Bend your knees. And draw your palms into Anjali Mudra for horse pose. Lower down as though you're sitting in between your feet, but press the knees open. And I like to rock side to side here. Just feels good for some movement. And press down in your feet isometrically. Lift, squeeze the legs in. Breathe your arms out. Inhale. Separate your feet a little bit more for warrior two. Turn your right heel out, toes in. Left toes forward. Take in your breath and bend your knee into warrior two. Gaze over the fingertips over your bent knee. Bring your arms around behind you, interlace your fingers, stretch your arms away. Turn your torso towards the front knee and lower down into humble warrior. Lift your arms. Press your feet into the earth. Lift your crown, lift your hands behind you. Draw your knee in, switch your feet for the other side. Take in your breath. Exhale out into your warrior two. Open your knee. Keep your hips open. Turn your torso towards that front leg. your right leg, and exhale down into humble warrior. Lift your hands, your arms. Now lengthen out in your spine, lift your crown, reach deep into the earth with the soles of your feet, and lift up back to warrior two on this side. Draw your knee in. We'll go to the other side for triangle. Take in your breath. Exhale, press down, hinge in the front hip and reach out over your leg. Try to keep this hip open, shoulders face forward. Go as low as you can, and then switch your arms. Look up, your drishti is up into your palm. Keep lowering down in the front hip, opening your right hip. Now reach your fingertips up, press down in your feet, lift up out of your pose. Now turn and face that left leg. Bring the back foot in just a little bit and let the heel out. So turn your hips facing front. We're going into a rotated triangle. So turn to your left and reach. You can bring your hand onto your shin, your ankle, or the floor, and then open into your rotated triangle. Lift that arm up, look up into your palm. Legs are engaged. Excellent for your hip to come out. Legs are engaged. Press down into your feet. Lift your crown. Come back to center and switch your feet to the other side. Take in your breath. Hinge down in the front hip. Reach out. Keep your shoulders in line with your hips and your front leg. Open the hip as much as your body will allow. And then switch your arms, keeping your body there. This protects your low back. A lot of people get injuries from triangle if they're not doing it properly. Look up into your palm. And then come up and out of your triangle, Trikonasana. Turn and face the front leg, your right leg. Let the back heel out so your hips can come forward facing front. And just go right on around, rotating your triangle back. And come down, hinge down in that front hip once again. You can rest your hand on that front shin, ankle, foot, or the floor. But open your triangle to the back now. Look up into your palm. Breathe. Engage the legs. Ground your feet into the earth. Reach your fingertips up. Lift your crown. Facing the front leg. And come back to center. Relax your arms. Step your feet in. Bring palms to prayer hands.
Relax and breathe. Notice how you feel. Notice your heart, your heartbeat, your physical heart, your breathing, your posture. Now, open your eyes if they're not already. Soften your knees. Taking a breath, we're going to hop out into five-pointed star. Always land with a bent knee so you're not shocking your spine. Soften your knees, taking a breath. Hop it back in. Again, taking your breath. Soften your knees, push off. Take flight out into your five-pointed star. Shine your light. And we're going to hop back in. Inhale. Soften your knees, hop it back in. And release your arms, standing twist. Separate your feet and swing around. Lift your outer heel. And bring it back to center. Just lower down onto your mat. Four square. Bring your right leg in. You want your knee just directly out from your hip. Let the heel out. And bring your left leg ankle onto your knee. Flex that foot. Reach up through your crown. If you can, you want your legs parallel. Let that knee relax down. Take in your breath and reach up. Exhale, just come a little bit forward. You can bring your hands down onto the floor if you want. Lengthen in your crown, your spine, and go a little further. If there's pain or tightness, just direct that area to relax. Breathe. Use your breath. Bring the prana that flows on your breath. Bring it into your hips. Go a little further. And then press back up into sitting. We're just going to lean back and switch our legs. Repeat on this side. Notice if this side's different from the first side. Press your sitting bones into the ground. Reach up through your crown. Exhale, hinge forward in your hips. Keep your spine elongated. And breathe. Stretch on the exhale. Press to your edge and relax there. Breathe. And let your edge move. You're chasing your edge.
Relax those hip flexors, relax your glutes. And then press down in your legs and your hips and lift your crown. Bring your hands around behind you and let your legs out and roll on your hips. And whatever else you need to feel comfortable and back. And all right, now what I'm going to ask you to do is lengthen out. We're preparing for Shavasana here. But just to emphasize that free feeling, the spreading your wings and opening, I'd ask you to stretch your arms out at the sides, palms up, open your fingers. Feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. Take in your breath. Exhale and start to roll your hips under. Draw your core muscles in. Use them. Roll down just a little piece at a time. Curl those hips under so your low back gets all stretched out. Arms are at your sides, palms up. They can be anywhere close to your body, but try taking them out a little further. Bring your head down. If your hips are not rolled under, then just lift them up and pull under. Bring your shoulder blades under you and relax. Let go of all holding. Let your body soften and be free, free from any holding. It's difficult to spread your wings and soar if you're holding on. Let your mind be free of thoughts. Thoughts are going to move through your mind, but just don't focus on any one thought. Unless you want to repeat a mantra like Om.
Go down a little deeper. Sink down into the depths like the ocean. Find your light. Now, just imagine collecting through cupped hands all that light within you and bring it to the surface of your heart. And as you're coming back, I would ask that you separate your feet a little further and open your arms out so you're in a reclining five-pointed star. And let that light burst from you, bursting from within out into your sphere of human existence, this life. And then slide your feet back together again and lift your knees up to your chest, round your back. Eventually roll to the one side and press up into sitting. Bring your hands into your favorite mudra. Mudra means seal, to seal, to enclose. So it's sealing in all the work you did, all the benefits from the work you did this morning. And then bring palms into Anjali Mudra, thumbs touching the sternum, elbows just relaxed at your sides. So let your light shine as you soar, moving forward, sharing your gifts and talents with the world. So just take your arms and open your arms out, spreading your wings, and let it go. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here.